Hey everybody, this is Jay or The Disruptor from over in Twitterland. I'm really excited about using Streamlabs and trying this out on the site. Hope you're liking it too. It's a new look. If you have any suggestions, hit me up. I'd love to make this a little better, of course. But this is a great starting point. First time I've ever actually been able to put myself on the video and also switch over to share the screen so that we can all see the same thing. So today's video I am doing because I want to talk about how I've been playing the volatility in the market through day trades. And one of the trades that I found might actually be becoming a swing in the middle of all of this, which is really interesting to me because I never expected that to happen. I never expected that I was going to find something that looked good when everything else was really struggling. But I think I have, and I want to share it with you. So why don't we'll jump over there to that, and I'll see if I can make this switch work. Okay, so we'll see if this works here. See if you're seeing the same thing I am. If you're not, that's okay. I'm getting better at this. All right, so you should be seeing my screen. I'm over here in bar chart. Big user of a bar chart site, and what I've been looking at and playing is MVST. This thing, this sell rating was super high, almost 100% just a couple of days ago, and now it's 56. You can see here 11.59% gains yesterday. If you're curious what this site is, or what the company is, it's a lithium ion battery solutions company. Let's dive into the chart. That's what I'm always big on. Just want to jump into this. You can see here, got a solid downtrend, broke out of the downtrend, came up. We can see here relative strength. I'm comparing that to XLE. That was just something I had for something else. Put SPX in there, or we'll put SPY. That'll be better. Right there. So you can just get a sense of kind of what it is. Now this was a SPAC. You can see here in the relative strength indicator. I'm using the Mansfield relative strength. It was really underperforming SPY, and then it had a pop, and then I started drawing this trend line here, and you can just see we're performing better and better and better once we got out of that base right there. I think this is really an interesting chart. Let's pull it out. Let's, when in doubt, let's zoom out. These are weekly candles. You can see this thing just had a terrible, terrible go. It's been out for about since what does it look like? Looks like it opened right there March 2019, but really got moving back there in November of 2020. Major downtrend, but then look at this pop. So I wasn't really thinking of this as a trend, as a swing or something I might hold on to for a while. But as I started getting into it, I started really liking what I was seeing. I want to jump into kind of something a little smaller, maybe a 1 day or 5 day chart. This is a 5 day time range with a 30-minute time frame. So it's a 5 day time range with a 30-minute time frame. 30 minutes are basically the length of these candles. And so anyways, you can just see it went really well. I've been learning this technique because I don't usually day trade. I've been learning this technique from some of my buddies over in Street Cred Traders. I'm going to select your Jules entry. Jules is the guy that was a mentor of mine, and he uses this. It's common with day traders. I found out they use the 5 EMA, the 8 EMA, and the 13 EMA. I think these are actually symbol moving averages. Right here, but we can definitely get the sense of it. So basically what you're doing is you're looking for it to set up, zoom in a little better, basically looking for it to set up to where they are in the order where the 5 is on top, the 8's in the middle, and the 13 is on the bottom. And what we're doing is we're wanting to load in when it comes in and price touches the 8. Right there would have been a great way to enter this. And notice right here, right? So we're in a bullish trend, right? But then the streams cross, right? Just like straight up Ghostbusters, you're crossing the streams, you back out. That's when you're exiting, right? So here, you might have entered in right there. You'd get out of the trade right here. It's still a nice gain, but when you really get a good trend like this one, it's really nice. You buy in, you load up, right? Here you're loading up some more, right? And here streams cross and you're out. So there is a risk here if you're loading up and then it comes back down. There's always a risk when we trade. And then a bigger risk right here is see it just curved down a little bit and then continued to launch. So in this situation, you might say, oh, well, if I'd have been on a different time frame, let's say the daily time frame, right? It's just getting going, right? So you'll need to figure out the time frame that's right for you, and then this strategy could really work. And so anyway, so I've been on this, and I just have loved it. Let's look at this one day. I mean, look at this. It's just such a golden trend right there. They did meet up. You could definitely, they crossed right there for sure. That's certain, and then came back in. It's just been a great trend. MVST. One of my theses that I'm actually looking at right now is the idea that markets are basically in a mode of distribution. And so what that means is that as things are struggling, it's hard to figure out what has relative strength, what could perform. And if everything's going to distribute and then move into a downward trend, then what I'm looking at is I'm thinking the market wants to discount everything. What about the things that have already been heavily discounted? Are there opportunities there? And I think there might be. So that's how I got looking at the SPACs, and MVST came up, and I was like, that looks like that could be a nice chart. That looks like that could actually run a little bit. So I'm going to continue building my position on this. I actually had a really nice position and then got spooked. And if I would have followed the strategy of the 5-8-13 and kept to my right time frame, which right now I've kind of leveled up to the daily time frame. I think this is a swing instead of a day trade. I wouldn't have done that. So it's always good. Know your strategy, stick with it. Don't get spooked. Psychology is a mother. It will get you and it will ruin you. You gotta stay strong. That's the lessons I'm learning too. Hey, I hope this was helpful. Cheers, y'all.